Okay, so we've got a pretty impressive pile here.
Oh, yeah.
All your notes and articles
Mm-hmm.
about painting.
It's quite the collection.
And I gotta say, I am so here for it.
Yeah.
Clearly, you are fascinated by art.
Oh, absolutely.
And especially painting.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, who isn't, right?
Right. I mean, there's just something about it.
There
It's
is.
kind of mysterious, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Intimidating, even.
A little bit, yeah.
But I think that's part of what draws us in, don't you think?
I think so, totally.
Yeah.
It's like a secret world.
Yeah. A world of color,
Mm-hmm.
emotion.
Yeah. And we are going to unpack all of it
Yes.
today.
Great.
We're going to be exploring different styles.
Okay.
We're going to learn about oil paintings
Ooh, fun.
and maybe even tackle that big question.
What's that?
What makes something art anyway?
Oh, that's a good one.
Right. And I've got our expert here with me
Oh,
who's ready to like break it all down.
absolutely. Let's do it.
So where do we even begin?
Well, I think
With the basics.
Right. Let's start with the fundamentals.
Like what is painting really?
Okay, so
And it's got to be more than just
right.
putting some paint on a canvas.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is it?
Well, think of it like this.
Okay.
It's a language, but
Uh-huh.
instead of words, you're using colors, shapes, textures
Oh, wow.
to communicate ideas and feelings.
Oh, so it's like
Yeah.
a visual language.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you know, it's interesting because
Yeah.
a lot of your notes focus on how that language,
Right.
how it stirs up
Mhm.
different emotions in us.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like a bright, swirly, abstract painting
Right.
is going to hit you differently
Totally differently, yeah.
than a realistic portrait.
Oh, for sure.
Right. Absolutely.
So how do they do that?
Well, it's fascinating how different techniques can evoke specific emotions.
Okay.
You know, in your notes, you mentioned Rothko.
Oh, yeah.
He uses these big blocks of color.
Yeah. And people often describe feeling a sense of peace or even spirituality standing in front of his paintings.
Wow, that's pretty powerful.
It is.
Yeah.
And it ties into this idea of the sublime in art.
Oh, right. I remember highlighting that.
Yeah, you highlighted that in your notes.
It's that feeling of awe,
Mm-hmm.
wonder,
Yeah.
when you experience something vast and powerful,
Exactly.
which is crazy that just a few blocks of color
Yeah.
can do all that.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it really shows you the power of this visual language
It really does.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
And speaking of visual language,
Okay.
I noticed in your notes you got a ton about different paint types.
Oh, yeah.
We've got oils, acrylics, watercolors.
All the classics.
Yeah, and I got to admit,
What is it?
I've always wondered what makes each of them so unique.
Oh, yeah. That's a great question.
So let's start with oils.
Okay, so oils.
What's the deal with them?
Oils are known for their incredible richness and depth.
Okay.
They dry slowly. So it allows the artist to really blend the colors on the canvas
Oh, I see.
and create these like smooth transitions and subtle variations in tone.
So that's how those old masters
Yeah,
got that incredible realism,
exactly.
especially those portraits we were talking about.
Exactly like those Renaissance painters. They used a technique called glazing,
Right.
where they would apply the oil paint in these thin, translucent layers.
Ah.
And that's how they were able to achieve those like luminous skin tones and fabrics.
Oh. So oils are all about detail and luminosity.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, what about acrylics?
Oh, acrylics.
Yeah, they seem super popular these days.
Well, they are super versatile.
Yeah.
They dry really quickly,
Mm-hmm.
which is a huge advantage
I bet.
for certain techniques. Plus, you can use them on a variety of surfaces,
Oh, really? Not just canvas.
not just canvas now.
Wow.
You see a lot of contemporary artists using acrylics.
Why is that?
Well, because they offer these really vibrant colors and bold textures.
Oh, that makes sense. I
yeah.
bet they're great for those like big colorful murals.
Exactly. You see those popping up in cities all over.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, now watercolors, those are kind of on the other end of the spectrum.
Oh, okay. How so?
They are known for their delicacy
Okay.
and transparency.
Right.
Think of soft washes of color.
I'm picturing like
Yeah.
dreamy landscapes.
Yes.
Ones that almost seem to glow from within.
It's all about capturing that essence of a moment
Yeah.
rather than like super precise detail,
Right. So we've got oils for richness and detail,
right?
acrylics for versatility and vibrancy,
Yeah.
and watercolors for that delicate light-filled feel.
I love it. You're getting it.
It's amazing how the paint itself can have such a huge impact on the final piece.
It really does.
And it's making me think about all the different styles of painting.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've talked about realism, abstract a little bit,
Yeah.
But your notes mention
Oh, yeah.
Impressionism,
Mm-hmm.
Expressionism,
Mm-hmm.
Surrealist.
So many isms.
It's a lot of isms.
It can seem kind of overwhelming at first.
Yeah.
But each one is just a different approach to capturing the world.
So like different visual languages.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
And they can all stir up these different emotions.
Right.
Like you mentioned, expressionist paintings.
Whoa.
Those bold brushstrokes and distorted figures.
Yeah, they can feel raw and emotional. Like you're seeing the world through the artist's eyes.
Precisely like Van Gogh's Starry Night.
Oh, yeah.
All those swirling brushstrokes and intense colors.
I feel like you can almost feel the energy coming right off the canvas.
Absolutely.
Then you've got something like Impressionism.
Yes.
Which I know you love.
I do. I love it.
And it's all about capturing a fleeting moment.
Yes.
Like the way light dances on water.
Beautiful.
Or filters through leaves.
Oh, it's so dreamy.
You can feel nostalgic, too.
Absolutely.
And the technique reflects that, right?
Yeah, so they'd use these short, broken brushstrokes to create this shimmering effect.
Yeah.
And that mimics how light changes over time.
It's amazing how technique and style work together to create those feelings.
It is amazing, isn't it?
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
We've talked about paint styles, emotions.
Yeah.
But I think there's one big piece of the puzzle we're missing.
What's that?
The viewer.
Oh, right.
You and I can geek out about brushstrokes all day long. But what really makes the act of looking at a painting so powerful.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Right.
A painting doesn't exist in a vacuum.
What does that mean?
It's completed by the viewer.
Okay.
By their gaze, their interpretation, their connection.
So it's like this conversation between the artist and the viewer.
The artist puts their heart and soul into creating it. But it's the viewer who brings their own experiences, their memories, their emotions to the table, and that completes the circle.
So even if two people are looking at the same painting, their experience could be totally different.
Absolutely. It could be completely different.
So like imagine a landscape.
Right.
One person might see it and think of their childhood home.
Yeah.
And another person might feel longing for a place they've never even been.
Exactly. It all depends on what they bring to the experience.
That's so cool.
It is.
It makes you realize that art isn't just about what's on the canvas.
Yeah.
It's about the dialogue that it sparks within us.
Exactly. That's why I think it's so important to approach art with an open mind and an open heart. Allow yourself to be moved, to be surprised, to connect with it on a personal level.
Well said.
Yeah.
I feel like this whole conversation has been such an incredible journey.
It has.
We've unpacked the tools, explored different ways of seeing, and uncovered the magic. That happens when artist and viewer connect.
It's been a pleasure diving into all these ideas with you.
Likewise.
And remember, this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
There's a whole world of art out there.
So true.
Waiting to be discovered.
And on that note, we want to leave you with something to ponder.
Ooh, little homework.
If you were to create your own painting,
okay,
what story would you tell?
Oh, good question.
What colors would you choose?
Yeah.
What emotions would you want to express?
I like it.
Let your imagination run wild.
Yeah, they run free.
And who knows, maybe you'll discover your own inner artist along the way.
Yeah, you never know.
All right, that's it for our deep dive into painting.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time.
See ya.
Keep exploring.
Bye.
Bye.